Hello. You know what? I am going to go ahead, change the sailor's gear. He was upstairs. Everybody raise your hands if you think Constantine's going to be a constant trouble.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today, we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Let's see what's down here. We have one other thing to do. We have to go talk to that guy at the barracks. Could have come in through here. Holy shit. There's a lot of stuff in here. Paintings and... Well, I was mostly interested in it was the loads upon loads of shiny stuff indicating things that could be looted. Okay, let's go up to the... When we get through the ladder. Oh dear. Clipping. Okay. Going to go ahead. Oh, it can be crafted too. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, I need to be... Find Constantine's clothes and bring them to him. Yeah. And what about side quests? Okay, we're going to go back and find your clothes. Because having you show up like this is probably not a good idea. Okay. Why do the what do you call it? The knots need to be promised kids. They have women and they have men. It's not like they're a... there it is. It's not like they only have one or the other. They don't need... They should be able to produce their own children. This is just some sort of tradition thing that has gotten out of hand. A haze potion. Okay. Move, please. Oh, they're going to be upstairs. Yeah. the door opening thing is a very subtle loading screen, I think. Ammo. Loot this place blind. I'm curious if that isn't the prince. Left and right. Equip. Okay. Okay. Is that everything? Okay, cousin. You look appropriately attired to be a governor now. Everything except for the big, horrible wig. Is it 28, 48? Yeah, okay. So, to the barracks. Yep. Where is... Am I just not allowed to do the, Why am I... Where is... Okay, that's... There you are. For some reason, it's not showing us the side quest stuff. It's like, you've finished the main quest, go on. Okay. Hoof fungus. Blah blah blah. Okay. There you are.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the Quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Yeah. Okay. That should have everything cleared.
Sworn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Yep, old warehouses. This may not be the best way to go. Oh, looks like I'm getting there. Let's see if the master is Mr. de Courcillon is up there. We're going to talk to him first.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Courcillon. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Courcillon. It is the salt of life.
This is not the kind of guy you
I
want
fear
as a
that some of
governor.
my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
We never hear her give a name. I'm choosing to believe it's something between Ruby and Weiss, because she sort of looks like Ruby but has Weiss's attitude.
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Thrythlind. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Reputation +3. Level 4. That's all stuff we've asked about.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Okay, stay
You're
a while.
quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
Be back soon, Captain.
Okay, so... interesting. 1 skill point and 1 attribute point. We could continue on in this vein. I like the fact that the light ring, one-handed blades, deals more damage. Kick, devastating kick. Destroys immobilized enemies' armor. Interesting. Okay. That's magic healing. Interesting. Oh. Grenades. Interesting. Next point, level 5, total points spent. Okay, two-handed heavy weapons, Fury. Cost 3 points. I don't really want long blades in this case. I do kind of want this line. Getting traps eventually would be a good idea. This ignores, so I might do this instead of this. So yeah, I might be unlocking this. Left control destabilizing. Left control Q. Okay, interesting. But you know what? I'm gonna master one-handed blades. I think first. We also have attributes. Accuracy, willpower would let us. Okay, that's for blunt weapons. I'm not looking. This is for the best rings. Heaviest armors. We're gonna go for agility. Because we're gonna go into the light blades. I'm gonna probably eventually go down here, but I'll be sometime. Son of the mighty Prince d'Orsay and his second wife Constantine is your cousin. You know him from your earliest childhood. Have always been very close. Despised by his father, who always seemed to regret the death of his first son, and used by his mother, you are probably the only true friend and confidant he has. Although very intelligent, his whimsical temperament often made him look like an inconsistent boy, until the day his father finally decided to put him to the test by naming governor of the young colony of the congregation on Thrythlind. Sister of the Prince d'Orsay and your mother, she has always shown you a lot of tenderness, which is not common among the congregation nobility. She has unfortunately come down with the Malachor some time ago, and has been living in isolation since then. Her suffering and appearance preventing her from maintaining her role at court. Though she may be very sorry to see you leave Serene and be far from her, she prefers her only child to visit more welcoming shores and seek a cure for her people, rather than stay by her side waiting for her death. I'm wondering if perhaps the Malcure is only a problem in the congregation. You have known Mr. Corsillon for years. This very cultivated man has taught you and your cousin Constantine history, workings of politics and subtleties of diplomacy. You do not know if your uncle has sent him to you in the hope that he will keep an eye on you, or if he wanted to come himself, driven by the affection he has for you and his ever-lingering curiosity. After all, you've been hearing for years about this fascinating island and the mysteries it contains, which he hopes to shed some light on. Teleme's ambassador to Serene for several years. He is a cunning man, Cardinal de Richelieu, but also a man of faith who has not yet given up in the hope of converting the largest city of congregation to his faith. Although a member of the missionary order, like many ambassadors, he is said to be close enough to the Inquisition, and has often been seen collaborating with the most extreme defenders of the faith. I kind of wish these would be updated with the knowledge we learned in game. Ambassador Sahin, who has long been a renowned professor at Al-Saud University, was appointed several years ago to represent the Serene Bridge Alliance. After a long time and vainly, he tried to convince the merchant princes, particularly Prince d'Orsay, to join the alliance. He now devotes himself to the defense of the economic interests of his nation in the region. You've known Kurt for many years. When he became yours and Constantine's weapons master, his childhood was tough, and he had a weapon in his hand as soon as he was old enough to hold one. Though he has obviously suffered from it, he does not seem bitter, just a little cynical. He shows you and your cousin an almost brotherly, protective affection. Biggest city of the merchant congregation and one of the most important ports on the continent. It is a very old city. The sea trade has long made rich, but it is also the ultimate diplomatic city thanks to the neutrality of the congregation. You can find everything you can imagine here. People from all over the world come together, and its markets are full of the most exotic goods. For over a century, Serene splendor radiated, attracting the best artists and philosophers of the time, despite the appearance of the Malcure. But since a little over 20 years ago, over 20 years, the deterioration of the congregation's relations with the Nauts and an aggravated epidemic have drastically reduced its prestige and population. Today, Serene is a city that barely survives, clinging desperately to its past splendor. Okay. Used to create magic potions, used to create healing potions and resuscitation powders. Alchemical preparations. Used to manufacture ammunition. Used in crafting. And ruby. Okay. These are notes we've taken. Okay. And I think we're going to...
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
in this video and this set
Permission to board the ship.
with this.
We are ready.
Certainly. But
I
keep
have
in
a
mind that
suspicion
we'll be at
this might
sea
be
for
a
several
longer
months.
than normal.
If you have any farewells to make or any
Video.
final business to put into order, now is the time.
Nope. We
No,
need to
my house
leave.
is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Thrythlind. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Oh, please tell me we're not going to fight one here in just a moment.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now. Let's lend them a hand.
Yeah.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Oh, shit. Oh, dear. Well, that was... I need to learn to draw. Oh, dear. That did not go well. Load last save game. Hopefully it checkpointed me, because I have not actually saved a game in forever.
So eager to discover Thrythlind. My
That-
isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Well, I think we'll save that for another time. So, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.